So welcome back to the advanced version of one of our Yang 8 moves, in this case, brush push. As we saw in the beginner's version, there's a lot of confusing things going on with brush push, and it really needs to be broken down. There's a couple of fundamentals to Tai Chi that one really needs to work on. If you've seen some of the advanced videos on some of the other moves, then you already know a few of these things. Rooting, placing, shifting, but there's a couple of other things that you need to know in order to execute brush push correctly. Now, I'm going to give a special shout out to our Patreon patrons, Arlette Twersky, for being the first patron that we've had to Tai Chi with Marcus. I want to personally thank you for stepping up and helping support this program online. Head on over to Patreon, where a $5, $10, or $20 monthly donation will unlock a lot of the new content, a lot of the more advanced content for you to practice in your journey on Tai Chi while supporting our Silver Sneakers, veterans, and other charitable programs around Philadelphia and beyond. With that said, let's break brush push down. So if you remember from commencing form and repulse the monkey, we talked about how shifting the weight from the dantian over to the root and then expressing through the arms was the way to move correctly in Tai Chi. That is going to be paramount as we move through brush push in an advanced version. We're going to be shifting our weight from one side to the other, but maintaining that shift back and forth. I don't want you to try and break the habit of shifting your weight by pushing up and settling back down. Keep in those knees, shift back and forth, keeping your head nice and level as you move. So just breaking the legs down, remember that we're already in a strong horse stance at the end of repulse the monkey. We're gently shifted off to the right side. We're going to shift our weight all the way over to the left side until you feel all of your weight pressing down. Just like commencing form, I'm able to pick my foot up, but my weight, my alignment, my center of gravity, and my weight distribution is all over that left foot at this time. Now, of course, we're not going to have that foot floating, so we're going to turn from the dantian, slowly dragging that foot in. Now, for half of the move, you're going to be able to just feel the drag, and then when it stops dragging, when you've reached your maximum for the dantian's movement, you'll slide that foot in very gently. So let's try that again. Let's shift over into the knee until all the weight is in the heel. We turn, drawing that foot in. Remember, it's weightless. We'll slide it in again. Here we are facing out. We're going to turn, picking up the foot so that the hip opens, extend the heel. All right, so don't step. We talked about that in commencing form. We're going to extend the heel, and here's two keys that we need to do. First thing you're going to do is when you extend out, you're going to open up at about a 30-degree angle. Think of it as if on this side you were standing on a train track and you were stepping over to the other rail. So the ties are in between us, but we have one rail, two rails. We're going to be leaning on this rail here, stepping out to the other rail, and shifting forward. So remember, as we open up the hip and extend out, we're stepping out across the tracks. But notice that, again, I'm not stepping out. What I'm doing is extending, lowering into the heel until my heel touches. When it touches, the foot goes flat, I shift forward and relax that hip. Now, brush push is executed in what's called a closed bow stance. So when we're done, our hips are actually square. They're going forward so that our leg base is nice, strong, and balanced on all directions, and all of our energy is going to be pushing forward. So a quick review here. Remember, you're going to weigh in, and as we pick up and turn out, we extend out across those tracks. We lower down until the heel touches the ground, and then we shift forward into our bow stance. Remember our knee, we talked about that in the beginner's class. We're going to open up that back leg so that we have a good, strong, grounded bow stance, nice and closed. Now, you won't always have a closed bow stance. So only in this case do I want you to get married to the idea of the closed bow stance. All right, let's try and put all this together as we shift from the right knee to the left, turn at the dantian, drawing that foot in. We turn back, opening up the hip, extend as we lower. We make contact, level and shift. Remember, we've crossed the tracks here, and then relax that back foot by relaxing that hip. Again, notice that my knee is pretty much over my heel. Relaxing that hip allows you to maintain a nice balanced alignment here for that front leg. All right, so let's try this on the other side as we lean back, bringing the foot up. We close the gate. Staying in the knees, we shift the weight. Stepping in. Now as that foot moves, we can turn, dragging it a little further, then we step in. We turn back, extend that left leg, crossing the tracks, level the heel, level the foot, shift forward, knee over the heel, and relax. Closed bow stance. Yes, I know this can be a little confusing, but what did you think? You wouldn't have to practice? Let's try the bottom half all the way through 2 more times. Slightly leaning after repulse the monkey, we shift the knees over to the other side until all of our weight is in. We turn the dantian, dragging that foot until it doesn't drag anymore. Stepping in, we open up, lifting the foot, crossing the tracks, level the heel, level the foot, shift forward, knee over the heel, and relaxing down. We lean back, close the gate, shift the weight. Once there, we turn, dragging that foot, we'll step in. We turn back, lifting up, extend the heel, cross the tracks, level, level, shift, and relax, bow stance. Last time, nice and fluid. Let's shift the weight. Once weight in, we turn the dantian, step in, turn back, lifting, extend out across the tracks, lower to level, shift forward into your bow stance, relaxing down. We lean back, close the gate, shift the weight, turn the dantian to drag, open up, lifting, extend, lower, level, shift, bow stance. Now the upper body is where we get really confused here. Brush push is what I like to call flailing through the arms as we do one of these numbers and we try and figure out what's happening. But the reality of brush push is that we can relax from one side to the next. I want you to think about all your Tai Chi moves as if you were needling thread, making a quilt, making a sweater, something of that nature. Starting on the left side, all we're doing is shifting in a big old circle here, coming up, bending, and pressing through. Now remember that the dantian is moving throughout, so the dantian moves at all places and at all times. We move through the dantian, into the foot, express through the arms. So left hand again, we press, we relax down, nice big circle here, never let the shoulder come up, relax that shoulder down, we bend at the elbow, relax into this, and press. For our right hand, same thing, it's just a loop. But instead of going all the way up here, I want you to keep that shoulder good and relaxed, settled in. When we turn at the dantian, that arm is just going to float, And then as we turn back, you're going to relax it down so that it blocks. Nice little trail here, nice little curved trail. So one more time with the right hand. As we're shifting, we turn, bringing that hand right from where it is, and as we turn back, we relax that arm down until we get the block. Now, as we do this, you're going to want that hand to stay nice and close as I'm shifting. There's not a lot of expressing out here. Remember, the arms are just expressing, so as it comes across and relaxes down, we block. So it's nice and close, nice and tight to the body. If it's out here, we're doing something completely different. Relax and think down. All right, let's try that one more time. Right hand out. As we shift, we just relax down using the dantian, blocking and settle. So, okay, the dreaded let's put the two hands together. We've pushed our plate off. We're going to relax down on this side, continue with the dantian, turning. When we turn back, the left hand rises, bends, brushes, pushes. All right, one more time, we relax, turning, draw that other side over, we turn back, coming up, bending at the elbow, we brush, we push. Just so you can see this from the side, we're here, we drop, turn back, rising on the left, bend at the elbow, brush, push. Again, if I turn here without moving my arms, see my right hand nice and close to the body, left hand nice and close to the body. All right, let's put it all together. From the end of Repulse the Monkey, we shift the weight, relaxing on the left side. Once rooted, we turn, drawing the right side in. Once we meet our max, we turn again. Continue to turn. Extend across the tracks, level, brush, push. Nice and strong in our Repulse the Monkey. We shift, root, turn, draw in, rise, place, level across those tracks, brush, push. As we back, we're going to drag those arms across, shift the weight. Same as the other side. We turn, we rise, extend, place, level, shift, brush, push. One more time. We move through the dantian, into the root, expressing through the arms. Once rooted, we rise, bend, level across those tracks, brush, and push. We come back. Rotating, rotating, rotating. We shift. Same as before. Once rooted, we turn, we rise, we extend across the tracks, place, level, and shift, brush, push. there you have it, the third move of the Yang Style 8. Again, one of the hardest transitions in the Yang 8, and well, that's why you're watching this video. A special thanks to our first patron, Arlette Tversky, from here and all of us at Tai Chi with Marcus, and I wish you health, happiness, and harmony. Until next time.